Hey, I'm standing with a good pal of ours, a friend of Orange Lounge Radio. Say hello, everybody. YYR, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
You having a good MAGFest so far?
Yeah, it was a huge surprise actually, because I came not expecting to have a spot in the indie showcase, and then Saturday early afternoon I wind up over here asking for like a 2-hour spot, and what did I wind up with? A full actual table at the showcase for the rest of the weekend.
So you had to be prepared and ready to go, like at a moment's notice, like you get a table now.
Yeah, exactly. I had a plan A and a plan B going in. I packed the car just in case, and well, it's good that I did.
Tell us a little bit about what you're showing.
So I'm showing Snake Party, which has been in development for way too long and needs to come out already. A Snake game with 4-player battles and also 100 single-player missions. People mostly focus on the battle mode, and for good reason. It's a really good time. The other game I'm showing is Multitasking. If you've been listening to OLR, you've heard it mentioned already. It's an interesting little experiment that challenges you to play multiple games at once using all the different parts of the 360 controller.
But now, multitasking is not just for 360, right?
Well, right now it is, but it's also on Steam Greenlight right now. And the Steam version supports 360 controllers, and that's the preferred method, but I've also added keyboard controls.
And Snake Party, is that for 360 as well, or what platforms are you doing that on?
Right now, again, just 360, but along with multitasking, I'm planning to move to Unity this year and basically redesign the game from the ground up. And that version is going to be, hopefully, on just about everything.
I noticed a lot of the games we've seen you do over the years between, Multitasking and Snake 360 Falling, very much a retro arcade vibe. Are you inspired mostly by retro games, or why do you think you're drawn to that retro arcade style for your games?
The arcade style in general is what I am. I love arcade games. I've loved arcade games all my life. I grew up with them. They're the type of game I find most interesting and most fun to play, so it's only natural that I want to design those games. As far as the retro vibe, I think that's in large part because I'm not an artist, I'm a programmer, and the retro graphics are easier to do than something that looks a lot better. That being said, I'm about to marry an artist, so maybe that will improve over time. Like, for example, if I decide to reboot Bungee Ferret Tossing, I'm hoping for a version that in the future not only plays well, but also looks like something that, somebody didn't poop out. For a game like Multitasking, though, I think it actually works pretty well, because if you're spending time looking at the graphics, you're not going to be multitasking as well. So I don't see it working better with a different or more elaborate graphical style.
Now, most people I've seen playing multitasking can only stay alive for like a minute or two. What is the best you've seen someone do on multitasking so far this con?
Other than myself, there was somebody that lasted about 3 minutes. So, but in the normal mode. But the easy mode, you could generally last a little bit longer than that. I played once last night and almost broke my default high score of 4 minutes, 7.65 seconds. But honestly, the default high score is not there as a, some guy did 4 minutes and 7 seconds. The default high score is there as a goal to surpass. And I decided to put that in there to add a little more replay value. Just like a list of achievements will add things for you to do, the default high score does that in this case.
Now, you've been coming to MAGFest for a long time, I know, and you've shown some of your games at prior MAGFest. What's your favorite thing about this con?
I think one way I've described MAGFest to people is more games in one place than you will ever see in your life. There really is something for everyone here. People were like challenging each other at Pokemon Puzzle League in the console room, playing Star Fox 64 next to that. There's Street Fighter V, there's Street Fighter 2. There's everything you could ever imagine. If you like video games at all, or board games, or just hanging out with people, you ought to go to MAGFest.
All right, awesome. Well, best of luck to you for the rest of the show, and I hope Multitasking gets on green light. I may be a little bit biased because we've known you a long time. You've always supported OLR and VOG and everything, but best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'll continue listening to and supporting VOG as long as I can.
Sounds great.